to the Don Vic Show. I am your host, Don Vic.
I'm your co-host, IG.
You already know what it is. We're in the building. You know what it is and what it could be. Today, we got a special guest coming on the show by the name of Amy Young. She's an actress. We'll be talking to her and finding out what she got going on, what she's done, what she's doing, and, you know, what she's into right now. So we're going to bring Amy on the show because we have her here on board, and we're going to talk to her and see what she got going on. You know what I'm saying? Hi, Amy. Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Hi, how are you guys?
We doing great. We're doing great.
Great. Well, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for coming aboard.
Yes.
We appreciate you.
Absolutely.
So, what have you been doing since the last time we saw each other at the event?
So actually, last night I was at the Harvey screening
See that.
premiere.
That was
And
awesome. Congratulations,
Yes,
to my friend Johnny Alonso and,
Johnny Alonso, yes.
and Shannon Lemire
Yes.
and Eric Beck and Kevin Wynn and you that was there. Bella Livy was there. A whole bunch of amazing actresses were there.
Yes, yes. It was like the DMV reunion. It was awesome. It was so wonderful to see everybody out supporting everyone. It really, really was warming to my heart. So I was happy to be part of that.
Right. What'd you think about the movie?
Oh, I thought it was great. Really enjoyed it. Yeah. Yeah. It was a great story. Renelle had written it with her son, and they just did a beautiful job. So really, really enjoyed it.
So I'm sorry. So Johnny just directed it? He didn't write the story?
No, Johnny didn't write the story.
Okay.
No, but he was phenomenal in it. He was a badass, actually.
He was.
Right.
He was. I seen the trailer of it,
Mm-hmm.
and I loved it. I was like, wow, poor Kevin got smashed with the bowling ball.
Yes, he did. Poor guy.
Poor guy.
Yeah, they're gonna have another premiere next in Orlando. So if you guys get a chance to go out there to support them, I know they would love that. So
Right. You know, did you bring it to Boston? Boston is big for movies, man. We're big for movies and all types of boxing. Sports is like the big thing out here in Boston.
okay, great.
And premieres like that, events like that are big out here. You know, so and I think he'll do pretty well out here as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to talk to him and see if we can manage that.
Right. So we know you're an actress.
Yes.
When did you get started?
Well, this is kind of a funny story, actually.
Oh,
We love those stories.
I became an actress about 3.5 years ago. And I like to call myself an accidental actress because what happened was I was sipping wine and eating cheese and crackers in a winery. And in walks this man, and he's dressed from head to toe like a cowboy. And I look at him and I was like, And he starts doing this, you know, he's looking all around. I'm like, wonder what's going on. So we find out that he's actually there scouting a location for a movie.
Oh, wow.
My eyes, you were like, bing. I was like, oh my gosh, this is like the most exciting thing, you know. And so I walked over and I introduced myself to him. And I said, do you ever use any extras? I said, I would just love to be an extra on your set. And he's like, absolutely. Well, my dad was there. He was 90 at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And Ken was there. My, you know, Ken, you met Ken.
Yes. Amazing guy.
He's super guy. And so, and the dog was there. Harley was there. It was like a little family affair. Well, Wayne Shipley, who is the director of Bill Tillman and the Outlaws, he came over, he introduced himself to all of us, and he said we could all be in the movie.
Wow. Just like that.
Just like that. As an extra, right? As an extra. Yeah. So my dad was 90 at the time, and he was thrilled. I mean, he was thrilled. So we were on set for 14 hours. And I was like the Energizer Bunny. I was just like, I need to do this again. This was the most fun I've ever had in my entire life. And so my dad was like, yeah, 14 hours. I think I'll sit this one out, you know. So I went to Wayne Shipley and I said, do you have anything else I could possibly do? You know, he's like, well, actually, he said, I'm in need of another saloon woman, you know. So if you could talk to Wardrobe, which unbeknownst to me was his darling wife, Pat, and ask her if she might have a bustier for you to wear, you could do that scene. So I was so excited. So I go to Pat and I said, the director says, because I don't know it's her husband.
Right.
The director says that he would like me to be in this scene. Do you have a bustier? She says, no, I'm so sorry. I've given them all out. She says, but there's a costume shop in Frederick. It's going out of business. And if you would go and let them know, you know, the time period, everything like that, take pictures and send them to me. I think we could probably make that happen for you. So I meet this sales girl and she is just, she was so amazing. She was so helpful. And I was still like, I was so excited, you know? And she's like, well, like, do you know Brian Dragonut? I'm like, no, that's a very strange name. I don't know that name. He goes, oh, well, he's in the industry and he has a website and he will, you know, get you information and everything like that. So she gives me all this information. I go home, I send an email, and on my email, I always have a picture in my cell phone. Well, I sent him the email. He not only emailed me, he called me. We had a 2-hour conversation. Come to find out, this gentleman was just an absolute sweetheart. He got the TIVI Awards, which was the Television Internet Video of DC Award. And I found out he lived 20 minutes from me. And so I offered, you know, to buy him lunch. And he was like, sure, you know. And he said, do you mind picking me up? And I said, no. He said he was having some health problems. And I said, no, absolutely. So we went to lunch and we went to his favorite restaurant, which was the Outback. And I sat there with my trusty note paper and pen, and I'm taking down all 2-hour lunch. And his favorite thing in lunch was the bloomin' onion. And he was enjoying that. And I'm just taking notes. And I wrote down absolutely everything he said. You know, the casting directors, the headshot, the coaching, the this, that, and the other thing. I followed it to the T. So that's my story. I have so many wonderful people that have helped me get as far as I've gotten in just this short time. Along with, you know, Johnny Alonso. I met him on set at Tillman. And we were actually taking a break together. And he was like, Amy, you look really nice on camera. He said, you need to get some classes, some coaching. You need to get your headshots and everything like that. So within this time period, I am now taking classes and have been taking classes now for the last probably 2 years with Katie Kalaki from Capital Studio Coaching. And she's amazing.
Shout out to Kathy. Shout out to her.
Shout out to her. She is an actress herself. She is amazing. She's on Swagger. She's on the new Dope Sick. And I mean, she has just got the DMV rocking as far as gigs and as far as putting us out there and agents and things like that. And another person who's very near and dear to my heart is Connie Lamont from CCL Talent. And she has been instrumental in getting me jobs. In fact, back to the return of Jade Brooks, she was the one that booked me for that. So that was really exciting. And that's where I met you, Vic.
Right. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you wasn't even thinking about becoming an actress. You were just sitting there, minding your business with your people, and this guy walks in and you said, and you just felt like getting up and asking this. So what was you doing before that? Like before you was an actress, what was you doing before that?
Okay, so I am still currently selling commercial real estate. And I love doing that because it's like matchmaking. You know, people are looking for space or land, or, you know, I work with a lot of national tenants, but I rep the landlords too that have buildings that need to have tenants. So, and that's really fun too. So it's all about networking, you know. So the
Right.
acting thing has been with all my people, you know, and Brian St. August is another, oh my gosh, near and dear to my heart. I saw him last night. I'm so sad I didn't get a picture with him. But he was someone I met on the set of The Driver. And that was with Connie's film, and with the trailer. And so I needed a ride. Again, I was doing background, and I needed a ride to the cemetery for the scene. And I asked him, would he mind taking me? Well, come to find out, in that car ride, it was a very short ride, he and Brian Dragonut were super close friends. Unfortunately, Brian Dragonut did pass away several years ago. But I mean, the connections that I've made with Brian St. August, I mean, he's an actor and just a super nice, wonderful guy. And he also was on Bill Tillman and the Outlaw. I have my Bill Tillman mug here too.
Oh, all right, awesome.
Oh, so hold on a minute. Who was the other person that showed us a mug? Because you women got mugs all over the place.
Nicole. I think
Nicole, yeah.
I love her. She was awesome. She was a bundle of energy.
Yeah, she is energetic. I mean, I don't think I can spend a day with her. She'll run me down. Yeah, she'll run me down.
It would be fun. It would be a super fun day.
So which is your best role so far that you've played since you've been doing?
So what I really enjoyed was when I was the hit woman for Return of Jade Brooks.
I don't know. The violin runs with you women very well. Lisa wants me to go to the Springs so she can do stunts and put me in 30 acres. I don't want to do that.
But I got to I actually got to wield a gun, and I shot someone, and I drove a car fast, and that was fun. I mean, it was also brought awareness for the sex trafficking, so I was glad to be a part of that. That was really good. I also had a lead part in The Right Family, which is still in production, and I really enjoyed that. And that I worked with with Johnny too, and Tom Nazeth. He's another person that, you know, I have to talk about. He's super nice and such a wonderful, kind person. He's an actor, and he knows the company that I work for, which is Tyler Duncan Realty Partners, and he knows those guys. And so when we met, actually, I guess the first time we met was at Johnny's other screening several years ago for What Death Leaves Behind. And I met Tom that night, and we were talking, and he's like, I know those guys, you know. So it's just the world is so small, and we're all so connected. It's really, really interesting.
So who is your inspiration?
Oh gosh, my inspiration.
Ken.
I have so many.
You heard
so
what I said?
many.
Did you hear what he said, Amy?
What did you say?
I said Ken. He said Ken.
Yes. Oh, my Ken doll.
Besides Ken, that's number one. It could be number one, but you know, name maybe one or two more.
Johnny Alonso, he is mentoring me. I mean, he
Good
is
choice,
just like, for him to just be like, oh, Amy, you can do this. You need to get some training. You need to get some headshots. You need, you know, but for him to just be in my corner 100% all the time. Right. He's just super awesome. I'll tell you, my daughter, she's getting ready to leave. She's going to be a travel nurse. She's, I know, it's so sad. I'm happy for her. I am. Yeah. But anyway, she went out to San Diego to check things out. Johnny met her and took her to brunch. I mean, how sweet is that? You know, it just super, super nice, down to earth LA actor that is just killing it, you know?
Right.
Yeah, I love his energy.
So you worked with Johnny before. How is it working with Johnny? I mean, I know his energy is out of the room, but how is it working with him?
Business. It's business. It's like we do business. You know what I mean? It's like there's fun after, you know, we're off set, but when we're on set, we're business. You know, we're there to get a job done, and it's very professional. And I've learned a lot from him. So yeah.
Who are some of your favorite actors? Or maybe that inspired you more, since you're an actress now, that maybe you looked up to ever since you got into the filming.
I like Denzel Washington.
Yes.
That's one of my favorite.
Yeah. He just has a lot of, as Katie Kalecki of Capital Studio Coaching would say, a lot of humanisms. You know what I mean? So
Yes.
he makes it look really real. So like maybe he's not going to do that with his hair, but you know what I mean? He does a lot of stuff with his mouth. And when you start to watch him, now that I said this, you'd be like, huh, he really does do that. And it does look, you know what I mean? It's like, it
That's
just
something,
really
yeah.
helps with the character to build that character. And I really feel like I watch all his movies. You know, what I do is I pick an actor and I just watch, you know,
Right.
Ken and I will watch movies just back to back to back to back and look at how they're doing things and how they're saying things. And I'll stop and I'll be like, Ken, can we stop that? And then I'll write it down. And I'll be like, I like how she said that. You know what I mean? It's just always, I mean, it's always learning, and that's exciting for me, is to have this new world, because there's just so much to learn, right?
Right. So basically, if you had a chance to work with anyone, that famous, would it be Denzel Washington, or would it be someone else to work with?
Oh, that would be amazing. Yeah. Al Pacino.
Hey, shout out to Big Al and my girl Catherine Coleman Pacino. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, how cool would that be?
Hey.
Absolutely. Oh, another fun role I did, I played a mobster's wife in Serious Profession.
See, those are the roles we like.
I know. That was fun.
With the guns, with the violence.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
be careful.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
And that's with Key 13 Films, Matt Anderson. So he's the director of that. So that was a lot of fun too. Yeah. And I'm getting ready to work on Miscalculated, which is another kind of thriller gang kind of thing. And I'm going to be an internal affairs investigator.
Oh, that's exciting.
What a turnaround.
That's actually a good.
Well, I mean, she
character.
still deals. I just have to say, she still deals with a gun, but
Right.
it's going the opposite. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. If you was to write a story about your life and you wanted to film it, who would you want to play your character?
Of course, me.
Besides you. if say you was writing it, you was the writer, you wanted more to direct it, right? Say
Sure.
you wanted to direct it, you didn't want part of the movie. Who would you pick to play your role?
I don't know. That's a really great question. I will have to think about that.
Okay,
Yeah.
check. Let me
There
checkmate
you go.
that question.
It's gonna have to be one of those when you and Ken sit there and watch
Yeah.
movies. One of those
Yeah.
movies that you have to catch somebody and be like, wait, okay, I do a little bit of that, maybe.
Right. Yeah. What is the actress's name who's she's in Dead to Me now? Blonde hair. Oh, I can't think of her name. She was on Married with Children when she was very young.
The daughter?
Yes.
I don't remember her name.
Well, I like her too. She would be somebody too. But I would play my own, I would be myself, of course, right? My younger person, I would have to figure out just who that would be. But I do want to write my life story. My life story actually is kind of unique in that I was adopted. I was adopted
Really?
at age 3.
Wow.
And I lived in a foster home for 3 years.
It was Christina Applegate.
Yes, Christina Applegate. Yes. Okay. So
Thank you, Google.
thank you, Google.
Yes.
Thank you, Google, right?
Exactly. So yeah, so I was adopted by a fantastic mother and father, and had a wonderful life, from them. And they handpicked me, so my dad he passed away 4 weeks ago. He
I'm
was
sorry to hear
92.
that.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
But one of the things he told me was, I guess we just never realized you were 3 years old, and you took everything in stride. Everything was really well. But you know what? You didn't really have a choice. Sorry about that. I was like, because they picked me, right? And of course, kid doesn't have a choice, but it was an amazing, amazing journey and wonderful life with them. So, yeah. So my dad is extremely proud of this newfound acting career, and I know he's watching over me. And
That's right.
Absolutely.
Hey, Amy, you know what I say? And nothing that God does is a mistake. Everything is a plan. He has a plan for you. This is where you at today. So
Yes.
things happen in life that are tragedy. That are tragic, and sometimes, we got to look out of the box and say, well, this happened. But
Right.
people's lives changes. And you get into situations where you be like, wait a minute, how did I get here?
Right. Right. Yeah.
I get it. So if you weren't an actress, what else would you what else would have interested you?
I would have been a lawyer.
A lawyer.
A lawyer.
Mhm.
I think you should have became a lawyer because we need a lot of lawyers out here where we at.
Exactly. Well, one of my
Very
favorite
well out here.
one of my favorite scenes is movies is The Accused and Catherine Murphy. She's defending Sarah Tobias, who was gang raped, if you know that movie.
Yeah.
The Accused. And I just love all those scenes. And I actually have a YouTube channel, and I have a couple of those scenes on that YouTube channel. I use it as for my self tapes, for practice, and just some people are interested in what I'm doing. So I'm like, okay. So I kind of started this YouTube channel, and I found I've got people that are interested in seeing my work on camera. So I've been doing that, and it's been nice because then if a new casting director, somebody or a director, wants to see something, I can send them a link of that too.
Right, clips. You can send them clips.
Yeah. So it works really well. I'm working on getting a reel put together.
Reels,
So-
yeah.
So that's my next thing. I did do a film on it was suicide awareness. It was called Saved by the Dead. And the director of that actually has me scheduled to work on another one of his projects. So I'm excited
That's awesome.
about that. Yeah.
So you're just you're busy right now. You're becoming this real famous actress without you even knowing it.
I'm loving this. I'm
I love it. And it's funny because the fact that you're an actress, I'm an actor, and I'm also a talk show host. And we in the same circle. And you're in Virginia, and I'm in Boston. It's just amazing how God works and put people together. And you guys are amazing, especially Ken. I like Ken.
Yes.
And hopefully we can go out and see some Sasquatches together.
Well, I have to send you that link for Littleton so that we can go down there and do a Sasquatch search.
Yes, that'll be good. It's funny. I've been talking about that on my show because I was trying to go to New Hampshire out here in Boston. It's probably like a couple hours, and they've seen sightings way in Maine.
Okay.
And that I was always interested in that since I was a kid. And I was going to do like a little segment, an episode on maybe going out there and talk to some people up in the hills that maybe seen it or heard stories and stuff. Kind of do like a little story on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no,
Okay.
that sounds exciting. Definitely.
Yes, it is. I mean, I know people will jump on that right away. Be like, "Wow, I want to see what's going on. See if
Right.
course, you know."
And all that paranormal, that people, they really enjoy that as well.
So it's funny you say paranormal. Big shout out to all the paranormal investigators that have been on my show and that are coming on the show, especially to the UK. That been on my show. Big shout out to them. But yeah, paranormal. I'm talking to some people right now that I think are planning on making a paranormal movie, which is Mark
What?
Lee. Mark Lee, I think he's on here right now on the live.
Very nice. I'd love to audition. Give him my
Nathan,
contact.
yes. Yeah, we will. So, he's actually Steve Alexander is part of this project as well.
Okay.
You know Steve?
I don't think I know Steve.
Okay. So he's part of this project with Mark Lee and Nathan and myself. So
Where is that going to be filmed?
well, they haven't decided that yet because we're
Okay.
all from different areas.
Right.
So, and right now, I believe Mark and Nathan is writing the story, and I think that Steve is going to write the script.
Oh.
They're giving him the story, and he's writing the script on it.
Mm-hmm.
So, once I know more about it, then I'll let people know, and definitely going to need extras and stuff like that. So we'll put a nice group together, some good actresses and actors, and bring this story to life.
Mm-hmm. That'd be great. One other thing I did was so out of character was for Relatively Evil on the ID channel, Discovery Channel. I played a priest.
You played a priest?
So I played a hit woman. I played a priest.
After all them guns you talking about, you won't become a priest?
Oh,
hell
man.
Hell no.
All right, we're past that. We're past that right now. Okay.
Next question. Okay. That's funny. So tell us about the priest. What happened?
Well, so it was one of these things where they hire you and they kind of give you an information. It's kind of like a featured role, whatever. And so they have me in front of the pulpit, and it was funny because he was like, "Okay, just recite the alphabet or something." And I was like, "What?" Because it wasn't gonna be. They weren't gonna hear my voice. Well, I said the Lord's Prayer. I gave a sermon. And so he was like, "Cut." And then he hooked me up to a microphone. So that was pretty funny.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
What would you say was one of your favorite films and why?
My favorite films. The Titanic.
I love that.
That's it.
You know how many times I've seen that Titanic? I'll go to sleep and I see the ship sinking.
He's still
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Why?
But
Why would you say? I'm sorry. Why would you say that's your favorite?
the love story. The love story. That was just a beautiful love story.
It was a story. It was.
Mm-hmm. But my most favorite movie is Gone with the Wind.
Gone with the Wind. I've seen it.
Scarlett O'Hara. That would just be amazing to be a part of that production. Yeah. And West Side Story. I love West Side Story.
West Side Story. Yeah.
Yeah.
I only seen like maybe the first couple minutes of the West Side Story.
Oh, you got to watch it. It is.
I didn't see the whole
good.
thing.
Yeah. And then I went up to New York and saw it on Broadway. Took my daughter, and that was really fun.
Mm. And what do you love more about the acting part?
the act. What was the question? I'm sorry.
I said, what do you like most about acting?
Being able to be different characters. Being a priest one day, being, a doctor the next,
Being a gangster the other day, stop killing
being
people.
a gangster, right? Wielding a gun, right?
Right.
Yeah. Being whoever you want to be, being a flight attendant,
Right. I can see that in you.
Yeah.
Flight attendant. Yeah.
Yeah.
So being different characters and I like it because sometimes you get a role, or a character that's so similar like you,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Right.
That is scary.
Right.
I gotta
Yes.
be me. I gotta be me.
Right.
Oh, wait a minute.
Right. Well, it's funny because my coach, Katie Kalaki, she tells me, and she's told me this for a while now. She goes, we talk about essence. What's your essence? What's your true essence? You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And she told me, I'm a badass.
She said
I was like,
Okay.
wait, what? Well, it's turning out, I guess I am, because that's the roles I keep getting. So,
Wow. It's funny because that's as a question. And I normally like to ask that question. That if you was to use one word to describe yourself, what would it be? And you answered that question already because you said, well, she answered it. She a badass.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So what do you think your friends? What do your friends say about? What do your friends say about you acting? What's the feedback you get back?
So, of course, my actor friends are 110% in my corner, and they're thrilled, and they, support me and everything like that. And my longtime friends are also very supportive and just very encouraging. My best friend is a hairdresser, and she owns a salon, Monrovia Salon in Monrovia, Maryland. And she actually did my hair last night for the premiere. And so it's all been very positive. They're like, you've been acting for a long time. You know what I mean? And I think, being adopted at age 3 and living in a foster home before then, right? I mean, I had coping skills or whatever. So I think I've kind of always been acting, to one degree or another. Now I'm really learning the how to analyze a script and the business of acting and building your characters and all of that. But as far as being able to get out of my comfort zone or talk to people or, that kind of thing, I feel like I have already kind of done that. So it's been a really good, a good choice. Yeah.
What advice would you give anyone that want to get into the acting business? What advice would you give them?
I'm going to go back to what Brian Dragonuk told me. And that was, the list, and I will talk to anybody want to hit me up, Facebook, whatever. I will give them all the tricks of the trade and all the information, read books. During the pandemic, I was on Zoom like all the time with this director and that class and this, you know what I mean? Just soaking it up. And my coach, Katie Kalaki, tells me I'm like a sponge and I just soak everything up. And it's just about learning, and really putting in the work, because yes, it's super fun to be on the red carpet and being in a screening and a premiere and on set and all that. But the work that goes into being able to do it well is work. I love it. I love it. I mean, I'll wake up in the middle of the night. I'll go downstairs and start working on my lines. Ken's like, what are you doing? I'm like, well, I've got commercial real estate stuff going on and I've got the scene coming up. And it's just like, I want to do it. It's just like, it's an Energizer Bunny feeling again. Like
It's
You
something that brings you in, something that
Yes.
calls you in, because it's something that you love to do, something you want to do, and that's great. You know,
yes,
when you want to do something, you have passion for it.
yes,
And it brings the best out of you.
yes.
know?
He uses a word kismet. He
Kismet.
told me, he said, Amy, this was kismet. And it started with him. I mean, the accidental actress. That's what the story is going to be.
That's good. Accidental actress.
The accidental actress. Yeah, that's going to be the story. So
That's good.
I'm part of Actors Club. I forgot to mention Actors Club. My goodness, I have so many wonderful people in Actors Club. And Ken Arnold was also on Bill Timmon on The Outlaw. He was the main character. He was Bill. And he and Dan Franco run what they call Actors Club. And it's for the DMV. Well, actually, now since we're on Zoom, we've got LA actors out in LA that are Zooming with us. Christine Nelson, who's another LA actor, she's out there, but she's part of Actors Club. She was also in Bill Tillman and The Outlaws. There's just so many wonderful opportunities, and Actors Club is all about working on scenes together and helping each other get better and helping each other, just that whole community, and that's one thing I've learned. And I'm not out in LA, so I don't know, but in this immediate area, we're just all such a close networking, really kind community, and everybody looks out for everybody and watches everybody's back and is so supportive. It's really been wonderful.
Right. And that helps a lot with you being you and getting your work done when you're working with those type of people, around you, that great energy,
Yes.
and that great support,
Mhm.
it does help out, as well. What helps you build your confidence?
Being prepared, knowing my lines, knowing the story, analyzing the script, and being prepared. That definitely builds my confidence, because if you're not prepared, then you're not going to be confident, right?
Right. Facts. What would you say your weakest point would be, if you have any?
Well, I would have said learning the lines, but Ken told me recently, I am so proud of you. He said, you are doing so great with your lines, because that's a lot, to memorize. But I mean, it's not just about memorizing lines. You have to build the character and all that.
Right.
But there's definitely a piece of that, the memorization. But that right? You're an actor.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. My memory is bad. I forget my name sometimes. Yeah, but that is definitely one of the hardest things of acting, is memorizing your script, especially if you're getting a main role.
Yes.
Because when you're like an extra, or you're just like not one of the lead actors, your parts can be maybe a page or two, maybe three, but the main character's got pages to be like this.
Right.
And that'll give me a headache just getting the first page into my head.
Right. Yeah.
I'll be like, can we do this? Can we cut this? But that definitely that is one of the hardest parts to remember. And it's a lot of work. People think that acting is just getting in there, looking pretty, and saying a couple of words. No, it's a lot of work. There were times when I was in the mirror for like an hour or two trying to perfect my character.
Yes.
Should I do it like this? Should I say it like this?
Right.
Should I put this on? How can I bring this character out? Because
right?
it's not just talking, you got to find out what the character was about, the dressing code, all that comes into play.
Right. One thing I do, and I think it really helps, and I learned from Katie Kalaki, was building a backstory. So I have a backstory for my character. So I've created this whole other story. So I know where she comes from, where she's been, what her favorite food is, what's her favorite color, who's her best friend, whatever it is, you know what I mean? So you really dive deep into the character. And I learned that from Johnny Alonso as well, too. And that was probably on the set of The Right Family. And like I said, he's all business on set, which is wonderful. He's teaching me, right? And he was really, he was working on building his character and writing his backstory and all that. And, it's just good actors have a format, you know what I mean? So they have certain things they do with every script. That's what I'm learning.
What do you like to play most? Like what calls you more? Would you say acting? I mean, thriller, action, romance? Like what type of movies do you like to play most? Badass movies.
I like dramas. I would love to be in a Lifetime film. Wouldn't that be fun?
Right.
Yeah. I love thrillers. That's what we love to watch, are thrillers. I like the gangster stuff. I loved what's it called? Gemma. What was that? The bicycle. The not bicycle. The motorcycles. What was it? Oh,
The Motorcycle Gangs.
yes. What was that one?
They had Sin City. Was it
What was the one? I can't remember now. With another Married with Children thing. She played
the mother.
Gemma. She played Gemma.
Yes, that's the wow. It was something. I got it right here. I can't.
I know, me too. I love that. I would love to be.
It's something city, something city sin, something like that. I don't know. Gee, man.
Gotta Google it again.
Which movie? Who was it?
It wasn't a movie. It was like a series.
It was a series. The bikers.
Bikers, and Jax was.
The kids.
Jax was the main.
Anarchy. The Anarchies.
Sons of Anarchy. Thank you.
Anarchy. Thank you. No, thank you, Google. I didn't need you right now.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Gemma's character. I would love to play Gemma's character.
She's gangster in that movie. You heard?
She was a badass, and she was the mama, and she was looking after her family there too. And oh my gosh, Jax. I just loved. Had major crush on him. But just amazing. That would be fun, and the gangster stuff. I love that. Well, and Connie Lamont has a film that she's working on, and we did the trailer for The Driver, and that's all about, that's a gangster and the family and that whole situation. So working on putting that together. Moving forward. So, with COVID and everything, things, kind of slowed down. But with COVID, I took advantage of all the things online. I just sat in my studio and just had a pillow under my hiney because I sat for so long.
You're bad. You're bad. How many movies have you said you've been in so far?
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
Right. So, Yes, Return of Jay Brooks, The Right Family, Smack. That's another film that is in production currently that I have a really nice part in, where this is about drug addiction. So that's another good thing to bring to awareness, right? So,
Right.
and then Miscalculated. I told you I have a internal affairs investigator role in that, and I'm really excited about that. And then Serious Profession, I played the mob wife. And then Saved by the Dead, I was a mom, and that was the suicide awareness. So
Yeah, that's why you and Bella get along well.
Bella's wonderful. Yeah.
She's
I just
amazing.
met her, and I just feel like, we have so much in common, and we're actually going to get lunch next week. So I'm excited about that.
That's cool. She's
Yeah.
amazing. She's a good friend of mine and a good business partner because she's my business partner as
Mhm.
well. We work great together. It's like I never worked with no one like her. Like,
Yes.
our vibe, our energy is so on point.
Hmm.
Sometimes we think the same thing, and it's scary.
Wow.
Because
Yeah.
I look at her like a female of me. you know, yeah, I do. Because she just got so much going. She's ambitious. She knows what she wants. She goes
Hmm.
out there and get it. She fights for it. She works hard for it, and it kind of remind me of me a lot.
Hmm.
Just like I said, a female version of me. So it's good to work with her, and we come up with ideas and plans that we want to work with in the future
Yes.
and stuff. So that's why I wanted you guys. Well, I don't know if you guys met at the
Yesterday, I heard you at the premiere.
no, not the
Oh,
premiere. They met before that. You guys met at the Jay Brooks, or did you know her before that?
No, we met actually at Jade Brooks. That was the first time I had met her in person. We'd been talking online. Everybody's friends with everybody on Facebook with this and our small group of,
Right. Mhm.
DMV actors. And she knows a lot of the same people I know, and that kind of thing. But I had never met her in person until I think it was last weekend, right? We had that screening of
Yeah, yeah,
Return of Jade Brooks, and I
yes,
met her. Yeah.
amazing, amazing. And
Hmm.
it's funny. We all know people in the same circle. That's. I think that's so dope.
Yeah,
You know,
I do too. Yeah.
because we all get to work together in some projects,
Hmm.
and be able to help others come into other projects. Yeah, you hear the name pop up. Yeah, we can bring her aboard the show.
Hmm.
Yeah, she's amazing. So
Right.
I
Right.
find that so cool.
I do too. Yeah, I think it's great. And this is a great platform for you to be able to do that for everyone. So that's kudos to you guys. That's awesome. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Yeah, thank you. This is what this platform was built for, to collaborate with other people, and get to know other people and get connections here and there,
Hmm.
because I want everybody to win. That's my thing.
Exactly.
I want everybody to win, everybody to, you know, uh, come up if we can all at the same time and help one another. Um,
Hmm.
whatever your goal may be, because we all have a dream, and uh, when somebody crushes your dream, it hurts. You know what I mean? So
Yes.
if I can help someone better themselves or connect them to someone that can help them get to that next level, uh, then I do it. You know, because for every good that I do, God blesses me 2 and 3 times with
Absolutely.
with amazing people. It don't have to be nothing, that I may want or cars or money. I'm okay with meeting new people because I'm a people's people. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yes.
I love people and I love to help people. So I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
You
That's
know,
fantastic.
right? Because whatever's for you is for you, right? That's already written on the Bible. Wherever God got your future written, ain't nobody gonna take that from you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Even if you sidetrack, you're still gonna
Hmm.
be put in your track because that's what's written for you.
Yes.
So I believe in that. So I know whatever God got for me, it's that's never going to be taken. That's going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
So I say the more I help, the more I help create, the more God blesses me. So I'm okay with that.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm okay with that. So how can people find you if they wanted to say watch one of your films? Where would they go?
So right now everything is still editing, pre-production, that kind of thing. So
Okay.
they could go to my IMDb page to see some clips. I have the YouTube channel
Yes, channel.
that they can just subscribe, hit the red button, whatever, and they can see some of my on-camera work there. And then, of course, as soon as these films are released and we know where they're going to be screening, I'll put that out, on Facebook, on my Facebook page. So
Okay, so your YouTube page.
it's Amy S. Young. It says
Okay,
Amy S. Young.
That's where I was going with it. What under what name? Amy
See,
what?
Amy, S is in Sam, Young. And the
Young,
S was because when I was in the foster home, my name was Sue. It was just baby Sue. So I kept the S. I'm trying to keep the S. It's on my business cards every now and then. I think Facebook, when I did Facebook, it did Amy Young and I put Amy S. Young. So sometimes it's Amy Young, sometimes it's Amy S. Young. But anyway, YouTube is Amy S. Young. And my IMDb is also Amy S. Young. So I'm trying to be Amy S. Young.
So when you was adopted,
Mhm.
was you a young lady? Was you a young girl?
I was 3 years old.
You was 3 years old. Okay, so
I remember it like it was yesterday.
really. I was gonna say, do you remember anything about that? How'd you felt? Or
I
how
remember
were
it
you
like it was
feeling?
yesterday.
What do you think was gonna happen?
So I was sitting at a picnic table and I was snapping the green beans with I guess I thought she was my mom, right? I was 3. And
Right.
she told me I was getting ready to go. I was going to be living with a new family. I was going to have a new dog and a brand new sister. And I was 3, right? So I'm kind of like, I don't really understand what all that means, right? But then a big black car drove up and in they put me. And then I go to the courthouse. Now, I had already met my adoptive parents. I didn't know they were my adoptive parents. My mom's name was Vera. She passed also in 2017.
Yeah.
And my dad's name was Jim. And they had already, taken me to get ice cream and we'd already met. Back then, I looked like my dad. You know what I mean? Like nowadays, you don't have to look anything like your adoptive parents, right? But back then it was very, very, very different. So, so I met them at the courthouse and I just, my dad reminded me, he said, apparently you needed to go to the bathroom. So you asked Vera, that was his wife, my mom, to wait, or she was coming and could you take her to the bathroom? And he said, I took her hand. I said, what is your name? And she said, Vera. And Dad said, I looked up at her and said, oh, I thought you were my new mommy. So, I mean, I was kind of clueless at 3, right?
Yeah.
So, but they gave me a beautiful, amazing life. And I have a wonderful sister and we had a great dog and I had my own room. And, I was just blessed, to have such a beautiful life. And I actually did meet my foster mother. She fostered 30 children. And it was me and one other girl that came back to see her. Her name was Ada Burgund, which was really kind of funny because that's my dad's mother's name, my dad Jim's mother's name. And she said, you're one and one other girl came back. She said, but nobody else came back. And we kept a relationship for several years until she passed. And she always called me Susie. That was my name with her, was Susie. So she'd send me letters and little cards, Susie, you know. So
Susie.
Yeah.
So Amy S. Young.
that's right.
Yeah, I put it on the thing too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. I like that.
Thanks.
You have a great story to talk about and you know and to write down. I would like to read a book.
Okay.
I would like to read a book on you. Right?
Yeah.
I think it'll be great.
Yeah.
So, right now at this present day, you working on what film?
I'm sorry.
Right now at this present day, what film are you working on?
Smack,
Smack.
and that's the one about the drug addiction, and Miscalculated.
Smack. Wow. I have not heard that in a long time.
Miscalculated is Romel. Romel what is his last name? Let me see.
Why do I feel like I heard that film before? Miscalculated.
Is Bella in that? She might be in that.
I don't know. Let's ask her. Bella, are you in that? Because she did.
Yeah,
Bella,
she did. She did it too. She's in that.
She did.
Yeah. Okay. She
She
texted
just-
me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did that too.
Okay. Yeah. That's why. Because Bella's in that. Yeah.
So did you guys meet on set for that movie, or is that? Oh, that's now. I'm thinking something else.
No,
Okay.
Bella and I met. Remember at the
Yeah.
Screening.
So this movie, you guys are both in this movie.
Yes, it's still filming.
Okay.
Yes, she said she did that too. Good. Awesome.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. So, what are some of your goals?
I would say to have a reoccurring role. Yeah. And also be on Lifetime.
I'm with you on that one.
I mean, that would be
You,
so
you
cool,
and I
right?
both, I guess, right?
Right? Exactly.
They have that one that said, "Oh, this is your life." There was a show. I don't know if it was called "This Is Your Life"
Mhm.
or like, they had also the 60 Minutes show.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
I like movies. Go ahead.
Also to be in another film with Johnny Alonso. Definitely.
I would love
With
to
his
work
new
with him.
production team with Shannon and
Yeah,
Irv
Shannon.
Becker and all those guys. That would be
Kevin.
amazing.
Yeah.
Shout out to those guys. I met them last night. Of course, Johnny I knew, but they were just so gracious and so welcoming. It was really
Yeah.
nice.
Big shout out to Ken
Yeah.
and them guys. Yeah. And guys, if you stay tuned for the movie Harvey as well. It should be coming out anytime soon, right? Next couple months, maybe.
I think so. I'm not sure, but I know they have another screening in Orlando.
In Orlando.
Anybody's listening that lives in Orlando,
Yeah.
can
Oh
go to
yeah.
that.
Probably people can hear that.
Mhm.
Florida. And if they're not here, they're definitely gonna watch it. What's one of your favorite places to relax, vacation?
Well, we have a little place in Lake Gaston. It's just over the Virginia line into North Carolina. It's just a little place, but it's fun. It's a nice place to go and relax. But I love cruises, and St. Thomas.
Mm.
That's probably one of my favorite islands. Yeah.
Is that where Ken is trying to bring me out there in the woods?
We're gonna bring you to Littleton, North Carolina. And we're gonna find Bigfoot. And I gotta send you that link to the museum that's out there. They have hunts out there. I mean, when was it? It might have been in the fall, I think. And there is a park out there, supposedly, that they've seen some sightings or footprints or something. But there is I'll send you the link later
Okay.
or tonight. But there's a gentleman that is running a museum that's in Littleton, North Carolina, and he actually had a film crew out there before doing some kind of paranormal. They were doing some kind of paranormal activity filming with that. So yeah, I'm going to hook you up with that because I think that would be something really cool.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm going to expand my show to do other things like stuff like you and I and Ken was talking about, like go out to the woods and you know bring another story to the show.
Mm-hmm.
You know, stuff like that that interests me. I love that. I love anything that has to do with the wild. You know?
Yeah.
Even
I
though,
heard you don't like snakes though.
Oh no.
Wait,
No,
I'm not gonna
no,
get
no,
into
no,
that.
no, snake. Anything that's smaller than me, I'm scared of. Mice, snakes, anything small, anything big, bring it on. I'm with it. You know,
It's the opposite, right?
yeah, I'm the opposite. I hate little crawly stuff. Oh my goodness.
Yes, I had a little tip about that, so that's funny.
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty sure I know who said that. I'm gonna kill you. Giving my secrets out. I'm supposed to be this big macho man. Don't give him my secrets. You know. So,
right.
Is Ken also in getting into the industry, or he's a part?
So we got him.
He's like,
No, we joke because Johnny said, "Oh, you're driver," and then we bought him a hat, so he wears the driving hat. But yeah, he's done some background stuff too. Yeah, he's busy with his real estate though. He does real estate, and he's got investment properties and stuff like that. But
I can see him playing a mob boss. He got that
mob boss, yeah.
He got that look, you know.
Uh-huh.
You know, give him his little pinky ring, you know.
You're right.
On his chair, his cigar. and there you go, you know.
Well, you can see him in Bill Tillman and the Outlaws because he was in that too with Dad. He and Dad were holding a torch when they were having a fight. Johnny was in the scene and some other actors, and they were fighting. And my dad was so funny because he was supposed to be a rebel rouser, but he was so excited to be there that he's got this gigantic smile on his face.
I can imagine him right now. Go on, guys. Let's get it.
It's true. It was so precious. Yeah.
That's awesome.
But you can see it on Netflix, Bill Tillman and the Outlaws.
Hold on. Say that again.
Bill Tillman and the Outlaws, and it's on Netflix. Yeah. Wayne Shipley was the director. Ken Arnold played Bill Tillman. Richard Cutting is in it. He was there last night. He was also in Harvey. So many actors, so many wonderful actors.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm. But it's a great Western.
I love Western movies. You know, when I was young, that's all I used to watch.
Mm-hmm.
On my black and white TV.
Oh, I loved
John Wayne, The Rifleman.
I used to love
Clint Eastwood. Clint
Eastwood, yeah.
The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Yes.
Oh, I love that. I can hear that whistling still in my head. You know the smell. Yes, that's
a classic. That is a classic.
Yes, that was great.
I loved it. He did another one called Hangman.
Yes.
You've seen that one when they
I saw that one. Yes.
And the Mexican guy played real good. I forgot his name. He played that part real good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He got that character down packed. The Mexican guy that was robbing and trying to kill. But
Yeah.
Clint Eastwood is actually him and John Wayne were one of my favorite, and
Yes.
Mr. Long Green, Mr. Long
Oh
Green
yeah.
passed
Right.
away from Bonanza. Little Joe,
Bonanza, yeah.
Ben.
Oh yeah.
hmm I love those.
How are you, Pilgrim?
Bill Tillman and the Outlaw. There we are.
Okay.
That's my mug.
Well, see, I see Bill. Oh,
Bill Tillman and the Outlaws. Can you see
Yeah.
it?
yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. You'll see a glimpse of me. I'm a saloon girl. Hmm.
So you like Western movies as well?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
What would you play if you was one of the if you had a chance to play another Western movie? What would you like to be? The gunman?
Yeah, that would be
I would like
fun.
to see a movie like that. Like the women, the gun women, like going at it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
To
That
see
could be
who's the
fun.
baddest. To see who's
Yeah.
the baddest gun holster or banger.
Gunslinger of the Wild Wild West.
Gunslinger of the Wild West. That'll be nice, Have a couple girls coming down, getting off the horse,
Yeah.
Yeah.
flipping the guns.
You find your own
Mhm.
little themes, your own little theme song, being a Western, but for two women instead of two guys, with the guns.
Yeah.
So-
Right. Yeah.
Talking about
That
the
would be
Wild Wild
fun.
West.
Yeah.
Wild Wild West. Baby. Wild Wild West. Yeah. So I love Western movies. And if I had an opportunity, I would love to play a bad guy.
Okay. I could see you playing a bad guy in a Western.
Yeah.
You
You
wear the
can.
black hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alone in
Or
Pilgrims.
those-
Oh. I would like to play a bad guy. Just so I can get chased.
I think you'd make a good gangster.
Yeah, I get that. I played this movie called Don Hazel the Gangster. I played a motorcycle gangster. I got my whole motorcycle crew with me.
Uh-huh.
We got our jackets on, a vest. I played it pretty good. I did a good
You did a good job. Yes.
yeah.
Cool. Very nice.
That was like my first film.
How long have you been acting?
Like a couple months. No.
See, he's acting up right now.
I'm acting right now. No, I haven't been in a lot of filming. I did some that we started, some directors started and never finished it. So it was like half projects and stuff like that. I would say like 4.
Okay.
The one was called Remnant. The other one was called Get Fly. I play a police officer.
Okay.
Don Hazel the gangster. I play the gangster. And then Jay Brooks, where I play an agent for Kathy.
Yeah.
But more coming. There's more stuff that's on my table that
Good.
that are coming my way, which I appreciate and thank Bella and everybody else that's bringing me into these projects. Mark Lee that called me to be a part of a project. So
Nice. Very nice.
and just other people that brought me in. So I'll be busy. Maybe I can get 6 or 7 in. Like
There was another one I didn't mention. I forgot. It was called The Night of the Axe. And it was with Rick Germain. He was my husband. And yeah, it didn't turn out so good for him.
What was that?
Oh, poor Kev. I gotta go home. I gotta rescue Kev. Oh, Jesus. Oh, man.
So what,
Yeah.
what was that? The night of the.
The Night of the Axe. Mm-hmm.
Act like ACT. Act.
No, AXE.
Come on.
Man, I can't hear good.
The violence, you acts. It has to do with
Okay.
blood.
Axe. It was a horror flick. Yeah. It didn't turn out too good for me either, to be honest.
Really?
No.
You got killed in it?
Yeah, I probably shouldn't say that, but maybe.
Okay.
She said, yeah.
Thanks.
I
Thanks for the red flag.
know, right?
Oh man.
Woo-wee, I love it. I love it. I love it. So you got all these projects going on. You do real estate. I'm not even going to ask that question because I know what you're going to say is acting. I'm going to say, which one would you like more? I know the acting because you got more free time and stuff like that and do things you like to do, with the acting, being different characters and stuff.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I just love that. So we're doing everything that you do. How do you balance everything? Being a wife, a mom, an actress, working in real estate. That's a lot. I mean, it's a lot for me for what I do.
Right.
So how about you? How do you balance everything?
I guess I prioritize, right? So if I've got contracts I'm working on, for the real estate, well, I got to get that done, right? If I've got a scene that I've got to memorize lines for, I use my phone for time management a lot. It's like I had over 1,000 emails in my email today. And I was like, this is insane. I'm missing emails because I don't have time to get through them all. So I said, I'm going to put the timer on my phone and I'm just going to, for 30 minutes, go through and delete all the ones, that I don't need. And I think it's just about time and management, trying to balance that and working daily to make that a priority is to balance my time. And like I said, if I wake up and I'm not going to go back to sleep right away, I'll just get up, because I'll just start working on whatever I need to work on. I mean, commercial real estate never really stops because it's fluid, you know what I mean? And everybody texts and everybody emails and everybody, so it's like I can do it anywhere and all day, all night kind of thing. You know what I mean? Where it's not, I'm going into the office, unless I'm going into the office for an appointment or I'm touring a property or I'm meeting a new client or something like that. Yes. But just the day-to-day marketing properties that I have listed and things like that, I can do really all, in the computer on my phone or on my laptop. And it's using the day, the whole day. You know what I mean?
Right.
Which is fine right now because since losing my dad, that was very devastating. It's still devastating, right? I'm just staying so busy. I'm not even having time to think about that right now,
Right,
so
right.
that works for me,
Yeah.
So,
Right. Yeah, it hasn't hit you yet.
yeah.
Yeah. So, well, I want to thank you for coming on the show. You've been great. You got a lot of stuff ahead of you. You are around a great team.
Yes.
And I know some of them, and I know they're great people.
Mm-hmm.
So I know you're in good hands and a good production team. So we're definitely going to bring you back again in the future to find out more about you when you got some more stuff under your belt, and bring you back and find out what else you got going on. And I want to thank you for coming aboard the show.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. And I enjoy meeting you as well. The weekend and your co-host here. It's just been phenomenal having this opportunity to talk and share. And I look forward to coming back on your show. And actually, Victor, I look forward to working with you on set. So we need to make that happen. We need to talk to Johnny.
Yes.
That's right. That's right. I don't know who she is, but you know who they are. But definitely.
No, I said Johnny. I said we need to talk to Johnny Alonso.
Yeah.
You absolutely know who he is.
That's my paisan right there. I love Johnny.
I know.
When I get around Johnny, it's like, I'm energized, but he give me more energy.
Oh, he's full of energy.
Yes, and that's what I love. See, Nicole, she will.
Oh yeah.
I'll be overdraft. I'll be like, take some of this energy away from me because she is so energetic. Holy crap!
Yeah.
I won't know what to do around Nicole. I'd be like, I think you need to spread some of that energy that way and that way. I love her. She's amazing. She was on the show.
She's amazing. I saw the show. She did a fantastic job. I was like, wow, I'm following her. Oh no.
Yeah. She had a lot to say, but it's good. This is why I give people opportunities to come on the show and speak their mind, and and whatever else they want to talk about. Sometimes we even go over the time limit, but that's okay because it's good. We got a good flow going, and I'm okay with that. And at the end of the day, I am we are the bosses of the show, so we can go whenever we want to go.
That's yeah.
So that's so dope. So thank you for coming on the show.
Yes.
Tell Ken
Thank
that
you.
we send him much love to you.
Yes,
And-
yes. Thank you.
And let's plan on going out to that little spot of yours, so that see if we can start something. And with the Sasquatch.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'll send you that link. So I'll send that to you so you can look
definitely.
at their website and see what they got going on. But it's pretty cool, definitely.
Okay. So do you have is there anybody you want to shout out or thank before we go
Oh
off
my
air?
gosh, I want to thank Wayne Shipley, the first director I ever met in my entire life, from Bill Tillman and the Outlaws. I want to thank Johnny Alonso for just taking me under his wing and being a mentor to me, and Brian Dragonut, may he rest in peace, just giving me all the tools and all the information. And then Brian St. August, who's just a wonderful actor and just so genuine, has given me so much encouragement. And then Katie Kalaki from Capital Studio Coaching is my coach, and she's phenomenal. And then Connie Lamont at CCL Talent, who is beautiful inside and out, and she does an amazing job with all her talent. And I just want to thank God for being able to have this opportunity, and have the next thing in my life, because it's like, this is all new, I mean, we're talking 3.5 years, but that's pretty new, and I'm meeting and working with so many caring individuals. It's just been such a pleasure.
Right. And like I said, I'm feeling a little sad because I don't know when I'm going to see you again. And I'm just like drawn to your energy and just your personality. And Ken, I know you guys are great people, and I love to surround myself around great people. And but till we meet again, God knows when, but definitely. Are you going to be in another Jay Brooks part 2?
Yes.
Trilogy. Okay, so we definitely going to be on there.
Yeah, we'll be on that set together. That's right. That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
So I can see you again. Yes.
Yes.
So thank you for coming aboard, and we'll talk to you very soon.
Okay.
And I want to thank you again for coming aboard, giving me your time. I know you're a busy woman, and
Thank you.
and you've been great. So thank you so much for coming aboard. Tell Ken we said hi.
Thank you. Thanks, Don. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Have a good night.
Thanks, you
night.
guys too.
Ciao.
Okay. Bye. Happy Thanksgiving.
Like you, and happy Christmas, and happy New Year's, and all that other good stuff.
Right. All right. Take care.
Right. So that was Amy Young, actress, amazing woman. She and her husband is amazing as well. I met her out in Virginia for the premiere of Return of Jay Brooks with her husband. Listen, we had a great time out there. Everybody got to get an interview and talk a little bit about themselves. And she got up, she spoke, and it's funny that she know people that I know. So it's a small world, guys. This industry is small, and so you got to watch your P's and Q's. You got to watch on your tippy toes.
You never know.
I'll never know who you gonna know.
That little circle, you go around that little circle. You meet the right people, but that one person somewhere around there.
Yeah.
It's awesome though. It's great.
Right. What's up, Mike? A big shout out to everybody that logged in Please share because sharing is caring.
You know,
You feel
thank you
me?
everybody for your love and support.
Mhm.
You know, and what we do, networking.
That's right.
You know, it's an amazing, amazing thing, man.
Yeah, and tune in, man. Tomorrow we got some amazing guests coming on the show. We got 3 amazing guests coming on the show tomorrow.
3.
3. You guys believe that? 3 tomorrow, and we got 2 on Sunday, but I might get another guest coming, so we might make it a 3-on-3. 3 for Sunday and 3 for Saturday. Great, amazing people coming on the show. We got some actresses, we got some rappers coming on the show tomorrow. So make sure you tune in. They from all over the. Listen, there's been people been all over the world on the show. Big shout out to the UK. Big shout out to Africa. Israel been on the show from Israel. Australia. We got some other ones coming from. Listen, we got people all over the world. We appreciate you guys. We thank you for coming on the show. Thank you for the love. Thank you for support. Thank you for everything you guys do. Because without you guys, there won't be no show.
Right.
So, you know, all the shout outs and all the praise and everything goes to you guys that watch the show to make the show what it is. And for everybody that comes aboard, all the guests that come and keep the show going. We really appreciate you guys from the heart.
It's all about them, like you said.
It's all about them. It's not about us.
Yeah.
It's about you guys.
And like you said, like if there's like anything, suggestions, is this anything about, because the way we do things is if it's different, if it's not, but if there's any suggestion anybody want to just be like, hey, you guys should this. That's why, like, we're friends, we talk, you need suggestion with something, call him, call me, inbox both of us. We're here as family.
Right. So just tune in this weekend, man. We got a lot of people coming, great people coming to the show. And we got plenty of more coming to the show. So make sure y'all tune in and share it. You know what I'm saying? And just tune in. Your boy will be I'll be working on some other projects. Big shout out to Bella Livy, my business partner, to the paranormal investigators, to all the comedians. Big shout out to comedian Mike Ross, all the way from Newark, New Jersey. Newark, New Jersey. Manhattan, my girl from DTF Radio. Veronica, big shout out to her. Big shout out to my man Danny Mays from 88.5 Radio. Shout out to my boy Bakar Radio. If anyone wants the music played, you got some music that you want to get spin on your music, reach out to me or reach out to Bakar Radio. We can put your music on the radio and to get some spins. And I always say, make sure whatever you send is your best project, your best song, to get some airplay. And big shout out to return of Jay Brooks, all the cast, June, director, everybody. Thank you, June, for the opportunity, for being part of that project. And thank you, Bella, for bringing me along with you to this project. So with that being said, we want to thank you for coming on the show. Tune in tomorrow. And remember to share, because sharing is caring.
Much love and respect to everybody. Tune in this weekend, like you said. You never know what's coming.
That's right. So peace,
love,
respect. We out, baby. You hear me? We out of here. Wait a minute. Are we out of here? Yeah, we out of here.
We out.